Hello, and welcome back to Belmont Bunch. We're going to call it episode 3 because the weeks thing, it's kind of weird with, the schedule we've been operating on. But I am back, we are back, and the team is back. First, let's talk about Arizona the other day. Josh Bailey continues to be fantastic in the early goings. Brock Brocktober rolls on. He is like close to a point per game in October for his career. It's crazy because it's great to make jokes about, but it's an actual thing, Brocktober. The fact that he's this good this time of year. He's like the anti-Mark Teixeira, where he's great in the first month, whereas Mark Teixeira was the opposite. That's what the anti means. But anyway, Derek Brassard moves to the wing in a little bit of a blender move by Trotz, and it works. He gets his first goal with the team. Everybody's happy. Varlamov plays fine. PK, 3 for 3, great job. Power play, which has been top 5 in the league so far, doesn't get it done on the one shot. Really playing well against the team, a team that was coming in pretty hot, and a team that I like to think of as kind of Islanders West, in that they play the same style as us. And, Carolina kind of does that too, and they beat us at our own game. This time, we got our own game down against the team that plays like us. We beat them, and we put 4 on a pretty decent defensive team. So that feels pretty good, considering all the naysaying about the Islanders' offense coming into the year. Then they went to Ottawa on the back end of the back-to-back, and I was worried immediately when I was standing in a Baltimore bar checking my phone and seeing the update come in that Ottawa had scored first. And first thing I thought was, I know it's Ottawa and I know they're terrible, but I was thinking back end of a back-to-back, they had to work kind of hard to win the Arizona game. Winning streaks don't go this far because the Islanders haven't had a winning streak like this since 1989-90 season. I'm kind of cutting them a little bit of slack. Maybe if I was watching the game at that point, I might have not, because I might have been pulling my hair out about all the penalties we committed in this game. But the Islanders then put 4 on them. Nick Leddy scores 2 in the first period, including the first ever Islanders goal defenseman to score a goal on a penalty shot. That was the sentence I was looking for. He also picks up an assist later in the game that at the time was the hat-trick scoring goal, which also would have been the first Islander defenseman to score a hat-trick since Dennis Potvin in the 80s. So Leddy single-handedly of course, in one game kind of going, hey, your trade rumors? Let's push him somewhere else. Patrick Starr, 2019. Matt Martin gets the credit for that third goal, which was initially credited to Leddy. Bounces off Martin's leg, goes in. His second of the year, good to see. He also gets an assist in this game, so Martin, unfortunately, it was not all great news for him. He runs a player into the boards. The door on the Ottawa bench springs open. Martin looks to have possibly broken his kneecap. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. It just goes along with the other injuries. Tom Kuhnhackl also out 4 to 6 weeks with a lower body injury. But they're weathering the storm so far without Eberle, Komarov, the 2 just previously mentioned. But yeah, you got to give him a lot of credit. Got to give Trotz a lot of credit too for pulling this off with third line center Cole Bardreau. So they're being coached very well. They're playing the game plan to a T. The penalties generally haven't been terrible, but yeah, actually these 3 games maybe calm down on the penalties a little bit. And also, hey, refs, we're not getting very many power plays compared to our penalties, and I know a little bit of that is discipline, but I've also seen a lot of terrible non-calls against us. It's a lot like the World Series umpiring. It's not great. Greiss plays well. The 2 goals he couldn't have really had. It was a deflection and just a great shot. We get outshot. Like to see that maybe not happen, but when you're, the power play disparity is the way it was, that's kind of part of that too. And also, let's not forget, Derek Brassard, 2-game goal streak. Will he continue it? Yeah, it says it does. He will. Yeah, we play Philly on, what day was that? What day of the week? All the days mesh into one.
It was yesterday, Sunday.
Ours is a lie, nothing is real.
Sunday.
Sunday. The Islanders take on Philly and play a very non-Islanders game in that it felt like the Barzal's first year again, 17-18, where it was just like, everybody just play offense and defense is optional. It was 3-2 Islanders after 1. They gave up a goal on the first shot of the game, Not at all Varlamov's fault. It was bad giveaway. We did this a couple times in this game. We stole the puck in our defensive zone, and then terrible breakout pass or weird deflection, and it's coming back our way. You can't give the puck away in your own zone like that, especially right after you've done the work of stealing it in the first place. And unfortunately, I believe it was Broussard on this play, steals the puck and then immediately gives it up. Tip in front. It's 1-0. Philly. Bad play by Broussard. He will make up for it. Varlamov not at all at fault on this one. And then the Islanders immediately respond, which is, this team's got the tenacity that they had last year. It took a little bit to get going, but the Philly game showed it. Lee scores diving play on a rebound. Great to see his effort so far. He scored a goal from his ass. I forgot which game that was in. That was in, I want to say, Arizona. Quote me on that. And Lee's been getting it done, doing his stuff in front of the net. Ross, the boss Johnson. What can you say about Matt Martin Jr. other than he scored? He scored a goal. It was great. Cole Bardreau, career NHLer in the Philly organization, picks up his first NHL point against the team that the organization that he played for a few years in the AHL. So that's really cool to see. Ross kind of just standing in front, taps it in off a great pass. He knew where to be, so I know it's an easy goal, but you need the IQ to know where to go on that. So he gets that done. Later in the period, he gets in a fight, so he's 2/3 of the way to that Gordie Howe hat trick that I don't think he finished off, unfortunately. But yeah, great game from Ross Johnson. The enforcers have been pretty good so far. And then Derek Broussard. Who could have seen that coming other than 5 seconds ago when I said it would happen? He scores his third in 3 games, all while playing the wing. I think we have figured something out here. So Trotz gets a lot of credit for that. Varlamov plays fine in this game, like I said, twice in this game. We give the puck away in our own zone and ends up in the back of your net. Kind of, that happens. Don't do that very much, guys, please. PK, 3 for 3, great job. We won the shots battle. We didn't get any power play goals in this one, but at least we had a lot of opportunities. Offense was like, this game could have been 10-3. If Carter Hart stays in the game, it's probably 10-3. Because he ruined my fantasy game, so I at least got to enjoy the Islanders winning. But yeah, Elliott came in and made 19 saves on 19 shots. Otherwise, the Islanders win this game in embarrassing fashion, which they almost sort of already did because it was 5-2 very late, and then Philly just gets a nothing goal at the end. Really, 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 really impressed with this team. Remember when they couldn't score? Remember when people said that? 4-4-5. So that's what I have to say to that. I don't need to use curses when I have stats. But yeah, Broussard, 3 goals. Ross the boss, goal in a fight. Martin, wounded warrior. Played the rest of that game, by the way, on what many people were saying was a significant knee injury. Let's not forget, Barzal is up to 5 goals already. Last year, I think it took him 36 games to score his 5th goal. This year, it took 11. So look what happens. We know he's a playmaker. But if he starts scoring 2 on top of that, next level, look out. But this team really, really rolling right now. And even without having played their best hockey of the year, although this week was just fun to watch, these 3 games, the 7-game win streak as a whole hasn't always been beautiful. These 3 games, I would say it has. Really fun week. And with that, we're going to move to the stars of the week. Welcome back. We're now at
Welcome back. We never left. This is just the second part of the video.
Yeah. 3 stars of the week for the 3-0-0 week. Broussard, 3 goals in 3 games. Moved to the wing. Has looked very good. Scored the go-ahead goal last night right after we tied it. Big momentum shifter. Leddy, fantastic. Really, he showed the reason that he needs to stay on this team for the time being. Last night, the first goal he scored, not last night, the Ottawa game, he coast to coast. You don't see a lot of defensemen with the ability to go coast to coast, out skating forwards and other defensemen. He went through everybody. You could probably say our old buddy Anders Nilsson in goal for Ottawa probably should have stopped it. But this guy goes through everybody on the other team, scores. A few minutes later, gets a penalty shot and buries it. cold-hearted, beautiful shot. Letty, fantastic work this week. Taves, wanted to give him some credit. A lot of people could have come in here at 3. Nelson had 3 assists this week. I think Mayfield chipped in his first goal of the year. Generally, like, I'm not angry at anybody, which is why you don't see a sin bin this week. Who could you even give it to? I maybe Dow Cole for being him, but I wanted to spread the positive atmosphere that we've had 2 weeks in a row now. So Taves, 3 assists, great from a defenseman to see. His playmaking ability is great. I think if they ever come into a cap situation and have to trade Letty, hopefully not this year, Taves could fill his spot. So hopefully. Taves is young. We'll see. And then instead of a sin bin, let's give Barry a hand. He has done such a great job so far. The other day they showed in the interview he's not content with a 7-game winning streak because he knows that that's not the end goal, and that's exactly what you want in a coach. You don't want the coach to be like, "Oh man, we won 7 in a row. Who cares what happens next? I'm just happy with it." No, he was like, "Yeah, we won 7 in a row, and we didn't even play that great in the first 4. So how good can we be if we can continue this assertive, dominating adjective here style of play that we've been currently doing?" And yeah, he still has no neck, but he's got a heart and he's got a big brain. He's got a galaxy brain. Whoa. Cut the wah out. Yeah, no sin bin. They don't deserve a sin bin. Stars of the week, I almost just like wrote down every single player that had a point this week, but that felt a little bit extra. So not going to do that, also because I'm lazy. Check out our other stuff on the channel. Now we actually have enough that you can kind of look back at so far. I know it's early. We're already doing a best of compilation. No, we're not. I'm kidding. We'll do that at the end of the season if we're still doing this. Which we will be. I'm holding myself to it. Islander fans, go be happy, be merry, because no other New York team is good. And we need to cherish this a lot. Pulverize that like button like you're Ross Johnson or Matt Martin with a kneecap. So have fun enjoying this winning streak. And just as we're signing off now, I wanted to thank Nick and Brian and all the other people who got to me after I was already drunk this weekend in Baltimore for their kind words about the channel so far. Thank you for watching, and we're going to continue this until the end of time.